So reason why I wanted to have a little discussion about our event yesterday, Haircuts for Heroes. It's a bittersweet moment. I am thankful that when we show up, that we see their faces light up. I promise you, on an average day, whoever you encountered yesterday is not as cheerful or as joking as they are on the days that we come. It's bittersweet because of this reason. When we go, they don't want to be there. They want to get out. You know what I'm saying? They're in situations where, you know, they've encountered some type of physical or mental injury, and so now they're in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And most of the times it's not by their will. You know, it might be family members, especially if it's a mental thing. But then if it's a physical injury, then of course you're going against your will. You know, and there's all kinds of situations, you know what I'm saying? They go in there and, you know, they may be told, hey, you got this amount of days here, then you can go. You know what I'm saying? And then there may be complications that come up. And now that 10 days they thought they were staying turns into 3 months, you know? And so, and you guys see how it is there. I mean, they don't have much to do. That rec room is everything for that whole hospital in terms of going somewhere and taking your mind off of those 4 walls that you gotta look at every day. And it seems like every day is getting longer as the days go by. Okay, I wanted to tell you a story about a situation I encountered back when I was barbering and I owned my shops. Had a guy, a client who was physically handicapped. He was an African guy and could not speak English well. So after I cut his hair, he's waiting on his ride to go to the VA hospital so he can start a file so that he can get his benefits. Okay, he's working on getting his benefits. So his ride didn't show up. I offered to take him down to where we go. We went down there, and I promise you, he's on the phone and he's trying to explain whatever about, look, I'm trying to follow up on a file that I started for my benefits. Long word short, they can't understand him, you know, so they keep hanging up on him. And each time they hang up on him, he has to start that little process over. If you plus 1, if you know what I'm saying? And so he was so frustrated, and I was like, okay, look, do you know where you're supposed to go? And he was like, administration, you know, so I was like, okay, so I got out the car, got him out the car, walked him inside, and took him to, you know how those people be in the front asking, you know, where you're asking stuff. Took him to them and just kind of explained. He's been working on his benefits. He doesn't speak English well, but he needs help following up with his benefits. And they was like, okay, we'll take care of him. He was like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? And I walked away And I was just like, man, I cannot imagine what it would be like having to deal with that system and that administration and that organization. I can just imagine. Think about, I mean, all these soldiers out here that's trying to get benefits, all these soldiers out here that's trying to get out of that hospital, you know? Which brings me to yesterday, okay? So, over the years, I've been going to the VA hospital and doing what we do, and I've seen former clients of mine, several of them, in there, you know, and I didn't cut all of them, but, you know, I basically helped describe for the barber what type of haircut they like and how they like it and stuff like that. And, you know, small talk with them and everything like that. But these were clients that I had that clearly said they didn't want to be there, where they're at. Yesterday, I had the opportunity and the pleasure to bump into another one of my old clients. And, you know, used to clean him up, used to want a simple haircut, just take me low, nice edge up, keep my beard full, keep it coming down, and hang it full, you know, simple. And so the student I had on him yesterday did a good job, but then I noticed, and you know I'm talking about the one you cut the last time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, so he was like, you know what? I'm getting out today. And the way he said it, it's like he getting out of jail. For real. He said, you know what? While JR was cutting him, he's like, you know what? I'm getting out today. I said, all right. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. You know, because I've seen how hard it can be. First of all, just dealing with that process and that system. Second of all, being stuck in there and not being able to leave. You know what I'm saying? And so I guess, I don't know how long he spent there. Maybe 2 months, something like that. Maybe like a few weeks before you cut him the last time. And so he's like, I'm getting out today. Then about a couple minutes later, his family walked in. I'm talking about his wife and his $3. You know what I'm saying? They walked in like, you know, Daddy, hey, you know. And so I took the opportunity to take over the haircut because I know as soon as he gets this cut done, he's walking out the door. He ain't going back to his room or nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's walking out the door. Didn't even have a bag or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I went on and cleaned him up, and I could tell he relaxed. He was ready to go, but he relaxed. I got him cleaned up, got his beard nice, just like old times, you know. And when I got done with him, I brushed him off, cleaned him up, and he stood up and got up, and it was just a joy to see that man walk out of that place with his family. It was a pleasure to see all of their backs going that direction out of the door. So I say all that to say, y'all are really doing a service. And like Larry said, y'all not just cutters, y'all not just barbers, y'all are servicemen and servicewomen. gotta remember that. Was there anybody that wanted to add to that, or go ahead, Swan?
So for me, it was an honor, being a veteran myself. But if you really kind of looked at the dynamic of the room when that man's family came in, the guy I was with, they called him granddaughters. Not only that, but the overall picture, they are still serving. They paved the way for me in history to join the military and to learn these customs and courtesies.
Sure.
And now they're using their bodies to continue to serve. They are sacrificing their freedom and they are being there to help us. They're still serving us so we can continue the path. They're paving the way again for us in the barber and beauty industry.
Well put.
So.
Well put. Anybody have anything else? All right, cool. Cut it.
I just want to apologize. I couldn't make it yesterday.
Oh, yeah.